think if you were trying to do stuff with VR, then you definitely need something a little bit more beefier than that. But the 1050 Ti is going to be more than enough for you.
Have you experimented with VR yourself at all? Or?
I have, yeah. I've got a little something I'm working on in VR at the moment. I got myself one of those new Oculus Quest 2 headsets as well because they're just so much easier to prototype with. But yeah, VR is something I want to focus on as a major when I finish my masters. VR is going to be something I will probably pursue as a kind of a big thing, whether or not I go into industry making games or whether I work in some sort of business kind of development sort of thing, because I've noticed as well, a lot of the car manufacturers these days, when you go shopping for a car, you can put on a headset and you can get inside the car and look around and stuff. So the commercial side of VR as well is very opportunistic.
Definitely, yeah. No, I've been reading up a lot about like all the different ways you could, use VR in marketing and things of that nature. So that'll definitely be something to get into. I think people they're getting a bit ahead of themselves because they're thinking like, I know, especially for like content creation and stuff, people are like, oh, I need to make like stuff for VR and stuff. Like if you think about the amount of time people are looking at screens, it doesn't, the time people spend in VR right now isn't even comparable to like looking at screens or looking at social media and stuff. But I definitely think like sometime in the near future, like you said, it's being implemented in like big car companies and stuff. So you can definitely see maybe like, you think of it like holiday locations maybe, or even like you can think of something like FaceTime or Zoom or something like that with VR, and you could have like a like your avatars sitting next to each other. So I don't know, but it's definitely something that like is going to be more popular than it is now. So that's a good thing to get into. And again, like keep us updated on that because that sounds very interesting. I didn't actually know that about the cars as well. I knew it was happening in marketing, but is that something that's been implemented?
It's more prevalent in the States and America and stuff like that than over here. I've seen it a couple of times over here, but I think we're talking about more of the upmarket things. Like if you go to a Bugatti showroom and Maserati and stuff, they're definitely being used in there because they don't want the poor people touching the cars. But I mean, just something that's up your alley. I mean, military use it for military sims. Stuff like that, and even funny enough, martial artists, they use it. You basically put those two like gloves on sort of thing, and then you've got an opponent that's standing in front of you in VR, and you can just work out to that kind of thing, because VR does a lot into there's so many sort of like fitness and exercise stuff as well, and you may have seen it come up at some point, but have you ever heard of the game Beat Saber, which is like the two lightsabers and stuff? Exactly. My friend has lost so much weight just by playing that game.
Oh really?
Yeah it's like a massive calorie burner.
Oh really? Was that sort of built into the game? Is it marketed? Because I don't have a VR headset. It isn't something that like a Wii Fit or something like that. It isn't something that they advertise.
No, it's literally just like a Dance Revolution game. You can find some really sort of like, if you think about some of the songs where like let's just say Eminem when he raps and stuff, and he's like da, 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 and those things are coming at you so fast, you're like da, 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 and you're like doing all these exercises. It's equivalent of grabbing those two ropes and doing that sort of thing.
That's what I was thinking. It's obviously quite similar to that movement. So
and he's lost like a ton of weight just by playing that, and it's not advertised in that way. It's meant to just be a just a simple VR game, enjoying that. But some of those songs that people put on there are just way too fast and difficult for so you end up sprinting and jumping around and doing all this cool sort of stuff, and then it obviously just end up losing weight as a result of it.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, no, I didn't even that I didn't even think of that. I know the last person I interviewed on here, Anthony, who's he does YouTube and stuff, he does some vlogs and everything, but he's also a martial artist as well, and he's got a VR headset, and he's made a couple of videos playing like a boxing game. So obviously, like, because he did boxing in the past, I spoke to him in the last episode about that. But no, it didn't even occur to me that like games like Beat Saber and stuff, the alternative is, like clicking or playing on the Xbox and something, so you're going to burn a lot of calories just at least even standing up. So that is one thing I've actually been looking into, because obviously I spend a lot of time sitting down. I exercise like multiple times a day, but ultimately, I work a job where I sit in front of a computer, and I've been looking into like maybe a standing desk or something like that.
Yeah.
And that you can burn, people don't realize you can burn hundreds of calories just from standing instead of sitting for like those hours that you'd be at work, like the 8 or 9 hours. You burn like, I think it was 600 calories just in a day.
Yeah.
And that's for the average person. I weigh a lot, so I mean the way it works from my understanding is I'd burn more calories than the average person as well. So there is, because they've been trying to do stuff like this. It's funny that the Beat Saber works, where like I feel like Wii Fit and some of the other things that people have come out with before sort of, I don't know, it didn't really.
The problem with Wii Fit though was the fact that with VR, you're just strapping it to your face and you can be as fat as you want and put VR on. But the thing is, the Wii Fit board has a weight limit to it, and the amount of people that would step on it and just go crack, and you'd be like,
That's what I was going to say, yeah, because it would either like,
true.
it would just like call you obese or like, like.